Evil. It's so evil. You gotta say evil. One of the best shows on television. It's the best show I've ever seen, quite honestly, on television. It's crazy, but my wife will not let me watch it before bedtime anymore because I have weird dreams. KATJA Herbert joining us right now to talk about Evil Season 3 coming up. I am so glad you're here. I have been dying to talk to you. Thanks so much
for having me.
So, last season, the season finale, the confessional episode. I know everybody's talking about the smooch at the end. I want to roll back a little bit. It was one of the best pieces of acting I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I was not worried for your character. I was worried for you. That's how good that scene was.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I did have to give that my all because otherwise it just wouldn't have worked. So I turned myself inside out for that scene. I'm glad it translated.
It totally did. So when you're doing a scene like that, I hope we don't, I hope this isn't too intrusive, but no. Where do you go to get that emotion? And then afterwards, is it cathartic? Is it like you've just been through therapy and you feel so much better after you finish that scene?
No, I do not feel better after I finished that scene. I do feel happy that I've finished the scene because I do have to go to, some dark places. But, the way I work is kind of, I don't really have any one way to do it, except that I have to find a way to make it personal and find it in my body. Otherwise, it's not going to be good and nobody's going to want to watch it. So I do have to, bring in my own shit, for lack of a better word, to fill up this emotion. I think on the day, I also just thought about climate change. I'll just think about something that I feel really awful about. I'll just draw on whatever I can, but I also approach it in a kind of a musical, how do you say, like in musicality, because when I was working on it, I thought I needed that crying to have different, I needed it to modulate. And then, so there's this personal work, but then there's also just, my technique as an actor and thinking I think the musicality of the scene should be kind of so-and-so.
I honestly think they should show that in acting classes. It was that good. It was so good. Okay, I have a theory, and you can help me with this. I have a theory that when Mike Colter hugs you, that all time and space just disappears and everything is okay. Like as a person, just being engulfed by Mike Colter.
Oh, you mean the characters or Mike?
Just Mike himself.
Oh, no, guys, come on. I mean, sure, he's got broad shoulders and whatnot, but in the end, I think what's so beautiful in that moment is that, she's Kristen, me in this series, has laid herself entirely bare for this guy, and he still accepts her. And I think that is what you're talking about. He accepts her in her darkest moment. And then that transitions to passion, which was just such a great transition to play. Also because we felt really adamant about neither of them initiating the kiss, but it just sort of happening.
Yeah.
It happened at the same time, which I think is important for the story. But sure, getting a hug from Mike or David is pretty nice too.
I just want him to hold me just once and just tell me everything's going to be okay. I feel like that would work for me. Season 3 picks up right after the end of Season 2. We're so excited. Sunday night on Paramount Plus.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm telling you, that scene, unbelievable. Unbelievable, Courtney.
Ooh, good stuff. All right. Thanks, Code. It is 7:50 now, and the spirit of American Graffiti is